Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, we're painting again. I've got some sap green on the palette and some lemon yellow. A little bit of a warmer red than you get the cadmium yellow. Well, just a warmer yellow. I've just got my paper out. Just, as I've said before, it is scrapbooking paper. So it's basically you're buying a scrapbook, which people use to put photos in and things like that, or make their own scrapbook. And then and I've got it to paint in it because it's quite good for taking on a waterous, aquarius media, as watercolours is and gouache is. Anywho, let's start painting. So I want some of this green, sap green, because I'm looking at this picture that I took a while ago. Bit of yellow in there, lemon yellow, sap green. I'll just start it off with this. So there's a few rocks and a few trees up here. This is the area where the trees are getting the most light, so put that in. Up there, there's a bit of a bush down here. Bit of light on that one, I suppose, at the top. Not there, let's put it there. And there's a bit of something there as well. But really, what I like to do first is get the darks in. So we'll put some darks in as well. So we'll get some of the blue. Blue and brown. Blue and brown. Bit of sap green as well. Get in amongst this. Blue, brown, sap green. More blue. Okay. And we'll get a nice dark area there. Something to be quite dark there. This tree's sort of falling over that way, growing that way. It's quite dark there. A bit more of the sap green mixed in my colour. Painting some of these darker bits that are in here as well. Just looking at major shapes, really. All the major shapes. Just gonna switch to the other brush, the 1/2 inch brush, and we can put in some of the soily, groundy, bluey, browny ground. It's sort of a browny blue, looks it. Blue. There's actually a rock that comes out here. Might use this just to emphasize that rock as well. Looking at it, it finishes there, so it sort of goes like that and comes down. And then there's a lighter rock in front. And this goes down there and then down there and across there. There's a great big rock here that goes down around like that, and then there's a huge rock here, so it goes there and then around like that, and then this bit's in shade here. Yeah, I took this picture because I like the way the light was all it was all different, a little light and dark. It's got a bit of more of a bluey grey in that rock actually, looking at it. Bit more of a bluey colour in there. And then there's soil in between there and there. And then here there's another rock here. Yeah, I think we all look for different things when we go out taking pictures of landscapes and things to paint, because it depends what you're working on or what you're interested in, doesn't it? Because at this point I was looking at the way the light affects things, and that's what I tend to look at the most when I think about it now. I tend to look at how the light's affecting things. Get a bit of white. There's a little bit of a warmth to that, a bit more sap green in it. That looks alright. I think we've got the rock colour, but we'll just see. It's not bad actually. We're racing ahead here now. Wasn't going to do this bit yet, but you know, you start getting out and getting to enjoy yourself, and before you know it, the painting starts almost painting itself. Zip. It's a bit lighter on there. I was going to leave that, but I think, yeah, we can put the light on top of that, so it doesn't really matter too much. Light in this area as well. We can go into as much detail as we want to, and when you do yours, when you do your paintings, whatever you're painting, you can go into as much detail as you want to go into. A bit more white in that. Lightening up some of these areas that need lightening up. Okay. Now then, let's have a look at this. We want to get a bit of sky poking through. So I'll just run some clean water over this blue and then wash it. Might have to do the same with this white as well. Wash that burnt sienna off it. Just a bit of clean water and give it the once over. So I want a bit of blue and white. Bit of blue and white for our sky. Okay. Bit of blue and white, and now we can start putting in a bit of sky colour back here. Wherever you want to get some sky in. So just look at the light that's coming through and put it in. Okay, that's about enough. Now I can wash my brush. What I could do with is some umber. Do with some of this blue and burnt umber. Make a nice dark. Make a nice dark. Blue and brown, brown and blue. Right, so we've got some tree growth. It's over there. You can see some of the branches. And there's a few over here. Get this colour in. Goes really dark. Go real dark there. And we've got, actually we can start throwing in all the dark areas, can't we? Gonna make it a bit quicker on myself and get some ivory black out, so I ain't got much on the palette. This rock needs to be a bit some of this white. I'm going to move this rock a little bit so it goes up there. There we go. And then this rock can be a bit brighter as well. That worked well. Sometimes you get a good brush stroke in there. Okay, that's quite good. Get that rock there. Get that shape there. Bit of blue. There's a bit of blue in this bit. Just cool that area down. We got a bit of this burnt sienna and white, a bit of red. I think not quite. A bit of more brown in it. Yeah, that's about the... Well, that's almost it. It's not quite it, but it's almost the ground layer. Okay, a little bit of get a little bit of the greenery now. And go back to the top of the painting. Just as it dries, got some of this greeny. More of this colour, sort of there's some there you can see in the background behind that tree area. The brightest bit is this area here. And there's a little bit on this side as well. It sort of grows over that. And then it gets really real dull there. So I want to get that. I also want some of these darker, different kind of greens in there as well. A little bit in areas in there. Sort of break that up a bit. Undergrowth, and we want to do this bit as well. Because this is dark down here, really dark down there actually. There's all sorts of purples and things that I'm throwing in. Purples and greys and all sorts. There's that rock there that I want to finish. I've got all this down here. I want to get this shape. Sort of rock under rock there. A bit of umber. Some more of this. Bit of dark. So dark there. Dark there. And there's this rock. Okay, and then we can start looking at this rock here, where it's got light, where it hasn't. Sort of dry brushing a little bit there, just to get some of that on there. Okay, and then just sort of sit back, have a look at that, see if we're getting there. We're getting there close. We're getting closer. Getting closer. I think we need a bit of this to break that. It's all go down like that. Okay. I'm going to get a bit more of the light. Just rubbing into this white here. Just getting a little bit more of that. And throwing that into our rock colour. A bit more detail on this one rock. Okay, now what I want some green. I want some sort of a reddish green. That's probably about. Yeah, something like that. Sort of an old moss colour. Some of this old moss on there. Wants to be on that side as well. Be on there. All these little details. It's all the little details that do make a painting. And I used to think, back when I first started painting, I used to think it doesn't really matter about putting details in. Is it going to make any difference? And I think it does. It's those little finishing touches that do. They make that extra. That you're painting that extra bit special, I think. That being said, let's put some grass in. I'm just going to indicate grass there. You can paint them in stroke at a time if you want to. It's the grass. I remember nearly falling actually here. As I was walking down there. I was like, oh, this looks good. Whoop. Nearly fell. Bit of light hitting these. Different places. There's actually a bit of light just sort of breaking that there. There and there. And up here, so we'll walk down through these trees. Some light breaking through. Some areas of grass. Get that little brush. Getting a little bit of this reddish brownish colour. Break that up a bit. Okay, something like that. Now what I want is a few trees in the background. A few trees. Get some browny sort of colour. Browny blue. Maybe a bit of black in it. You can see a few trees here. I'm just dabbing with my finger. Just a few indications there. I'm going to put a little bit of brown in that. Well, you know, when you do yours, you put in all these different detail. Get some more of that yellow in there. A bit more in here. Sort of thin there. Just very roughly paint that in. Bit of grass, grass, grass. And more light on some of these. Okay. I think we're about done. The only thing I can see is like some branches that need putting in a bit browny black in the background there. There's some, so I'll go over this, wiggly ones. Some of these areas just need a bit of, just a little bit of colour. Okay, something like that. So just have a look at that and see if we need a bit more of the light on the rock, I think, and then we're about there, a bit more of the white, sort of here. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. And then I just want to get this rock right in the ground, which needs a bit of dark because it's not quite sunk in to the ground yet. Okay, and something like that, and then I've got a bit of light coming through there. So it's a bit more, a bit different to normal. Rather than having just always going thinking, oh, I'll have a mountain in the background. Maybe you can have something like this, some trees and things, and you can create all these cool effects of light, different lights breaking through. And darks. Blues and browns and I could quite easily keep doing this. I can keep going and keep adding a bit more light where I think I need it, a bit more dark where I need it. But I think at some point you've got to say to yourself, well, I think we're about there. We're about there. I think we are actually about there. And I'll call this one yeah, call this one finished. Just a bit of fun, some rocks in a landscape, and just take that away to darkness there. And we're about finished there. So yeah. So we've got a few rocks, a few big rocks, some like mossy stuff that I just need a little bit of mossy stuff. And, and that's and that. He will say it's a finished painting any minute. Honestly, it is about now. Where I'll say where I will call this one finished. So thanks very much for watching this one. These rocks in the landscape and this path that I walked up, and then you end up in an area where there's more big stones and things. It's quite a good place to go actually. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching this one. I'll see you at another one. Cheers. Bye.